Hey, what's up guys? It's Seabass here, and welcome back to another video. So I kind of already recorded a video about this, but since some new information dropped, I kind of just scrapped that video. I'm just kind of gonna redo it right now, just a little bit. The whole Marvel Rivals Kingsman tournament situation that happened. Just kind of wanted to make a video about it, just basically just about the whole drama surrounding it. But this whole thing has gotten so out of proportion, and at this point I just kind of wanted to make a whole video about it, because why the hell not? And yeah, in the background we're playing Combat Masters. I'm just gonna try to get through this video as fast as possible, just because I already made a video on it. But like I said, new information, so I gotta cover the whole thing, and I don't really want to like try hard or anything right now. So yeah, there's that. So anyway, the whole fucking situation surrounding Kingsman and this whole Marvel Rivals tournament is basically summarized like this. Kingsman got put into a team where they decided to throw the match, and instead of actually playing to win the tournament, they decided to not do that. And Kingsman, the one that this whole drama is surrounding him, not for because he did anything bad, he's actually like in the right. He was actually trying to win the $40,000 cash or just prize that was rewarded to whoever won that tournament. This entire thing was a whole streamer tournament. This Marvel Rivals tournament was all streamer based, so all his teammates were popular streamers as well. The one that gets brought up a lot are, I think, 3 members that were playing with him. It was Cece, Zaza, and Luciasa. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's the third person in it, basically. I think she was the one that, if I'm not mistaken, told Kingsman to shut the fuck up in the whole like stream and all that, because he wanted to win. I guess she got annoyed by that. And so yeah, so while they were playing, one of his teammates, the one that was named Zaza, was basically running a character. She was running Black Widow in the tournament and was doing really bad in terms of how she was playing. She wasn't doing that good, and she was basically throwing the game. Kingsman made a suggestion to, you know, get off of Black Widow and choose a different character so that we might have a chance to win. Basically, after that, what happened was Zaza didn't or could not switch off of her character, which is Black Widow, and play a different character. The team ultimately decided to not support Kingsman and basically do the opposite, which was base their whole, I guess, gameplay surrounding Zaza, the person that was playing Black Widow, and ultimately they did lose, and Kingsman got kicked out of the tournament because he was making suggestions. He got kicked off. In between that, they also did like basically make fun of him and bully him because he was trying to win the tournament. I think $3,000 or $4,000 would have been his part of the money if they would have won. So he was just trying to do that because, like he basically said, he was or is a broke college student. So an additional $3,000 would have basically been fine in order to fund him and help him with his college tuition, which is no fucking joke. Because as a college student myself, I know how fucking expensive anything college related should and could be. Books, classes, you know, just paying off your fucking degree is expensive enough. So I totally understand that, coming from a college student's perception as well. Totally understand where he's coming from. So because of that whole situation and all the things that led up to it, Kingsman ultimately got kicked out of the tournament because he was making a suggestion for his teammate to switch off of the character that was not doing so good, and ultimately he got flamed for it, and they all decided to just basically act like he was in the wrong, which I don't think he was. They tried to say it or spin it off like he was just saying it in a rude way. I feel like he was just saying it in a very just way of desperation. He was just trying to demand them to please help him out, and that ultimately did not happen, even though he was carrying the fucking team on his back. If you see the gameplay, you could see that he is like one of, if not the only ones that is doing pretty fucking good in the tournament. All his other teammates are, you know, he's like at the top of the fucking leaderboards, so he's doing really fucking well, and his teammates are basically throwing the game, especially Zaza. In one of the screenshots, I don't know if this is confirmed to be in the tournament or not, but she was basically 0 and 5, so 0 kill, 5 deaths and I think like 0 assists, which regardless if it was before or in between the tournament, you should have probably played a different character if that's how you were going to play with your character in the tournament. Or if that's how you were playing with your character in the tournament, you still should have switched. It's really not that hard. And so this drama was also surrounding another person, not just a person that did switch, but 2 more individuals. We have CC, who was the team leader of this entire like tournament for their team, for that team that Kingsman was in. So basically she was the leader in the entire team. So I feel like she has a little bit of she's kind of responsible for what happened as well, and you'll see why in a little bit. But first of all, I feel like she could have had the ability to tell her teammates or Zaza, the teammate that wasn't switching, to switch so that they could win. But because of her actions, because she didn't want to, because in her own words, she's just playing for the vibes and not the cash prize, which that is another thing that was completely wrong. If you're gonna join a tournament, especially a tournament where there's money involved, and you're not trying to win the money, but one of your teammates is trying to win, you should try to help out your teammates as much as possible to try to win that, and not throw the fucking game, not do like really bad, or you know, not actually play well because you're doing it on purpose. But you guys should be trying to like work together in order to, you know, win, instead of just playing for, how she said it, the vibes. In terms of a money prize tournament, you guys should be trying to help each other win and get some money out of it, especially if one of your teammates is very desperate for that cash prize and is trying his whole hardest to win. You guys should back him up in that. But she decided to not do that, and basically she didn't really give a shit on who Zaza was playing. She basically didn't give a shit about what her teammates were running or whatnot. Because of that, they basically just threw the fucking tournament and let Kingsman not actually have a winning chance to get the cash prize that he wanted, the $3,000 that would have actually helped him out. He actually got kicked from the tournament, the Marvel Rivals tournament, and wasn't able to actually win. And I believe even so, his team was like last place or second to last. So yeah, they ultimately lost because of their foolishness. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is after the fact that he got kicked, they decided to just trash talk the fuck out of Kingsman. They were just saying like, they were just making stupid fucking jokes, basically bullying. And if the internet is infamous for anything, it's the fact that they're infamous for not liking fucking bullies, because yeah, bullies are fucked up. So like I said, they were bullying the hell out of Kingsman, basically just making fun that he was going to college, basically making the stupid, I think one of the girls, Lucy, she made the stupid 6-7 joke. She made a stupid 6-7 joke about how he had 6 or 7 more years of college to go. So yeah, they were just fucking dogging him after the fact that he got kicked and wasn't able to actually win the cash prize. And well, after that, the internet decided to do its thing and they brought justice for Kingsman. This whole situation got super big, like super big. They really retaliated against the 3 girls that I was talking about, which was Cece, Zaza, and the other girl, Lucy. Cece, I think, got the worst of it, and I want to say rightfully so, because she's the one that really talked a lot of shit after the fact, after that tournament and that whole drama. She was basically trash talking Kingsman, basically saying that all his 20 years that he's been alive, he's been just playing video games inside, and that's why he lacks social skills after the whole Marvel tournament. Kingsman made his video on why he was kicked, basically explaining his side of the situation and why he was kicked out of basically winning a $3,000 money prize. And after that, CC made a whole video basically explaining her side of the situation as well. If you see the like to dislike ratio on that video, not a lot of people, or mainly most of the people, don't agree with her. It's like, I think she has like 500 likes to like a 7,000 dislike ratio. It might have gone up at this point, but when I saw it, it was at that point, so I was like, okay. After that video didn't go well, she decided to make an apology. Some people scanned it, and I guess it was 90% written by AI as well, so it wasn't even a genuine apology. But then after that fact, after she made the apology and the video, she decided to go on her little Discord and basically write, you know, hurtful things about Kingsman after the fact that she made a fake apology. And even after all that, the updated part that I need to say was she actually lost, I think, all her sponsorships. So I think she was sponsored by 3 companies. She was sponsored by Razer, Solaris, and also Infinity Mice. All basically sponsors like related to PC parts and mouses and all that, and you know, headsets and all that. So she was, I think, dropped by like 2 of those companies, Infinity Mice and Solaris. They both dropped her, so she is no longer part of those sponsorships. They decided to just drop her. She got like, honestly, just she got the worst of it, but it's just justice that was served, I guess, dude. Like I said earlier, the internet doesn't like bullies. The internet doesn't like people that are, you know, just narcissistic. And the reason why I call her narcissistic is because Kingsman, I think as of just barely right now today, Kingsman dropped the CC files, as a lot of people are calling it, basically where he basically just screenshotted all the DMs that they were talking about after this drama happened, and how she kind of still blames him for all the backlash that she is getting, which is super fucking wrong in the first. How can you even think that because of him you're getting all this backlash? It's the way you reacted to him getting the backlash is why you're getting so much backlash. All she had to say and all she had to actually do was actually make a very genuine apology towards Kingsman, and all of this probably would have been forgotten in, I don't know, a month or 2, you know, if she actually would have taken accountability for her actions. I don't even think she would have been dropped by her sponsors, because, you know, it's a little mistake that a lot of people do. It's whatever. But no, she had to double down, you know, actually shit talk Kingsman after the fact that he didn't even say anything disrespectful to the team. All he did was make a suggestion, and after all this drama happened, she was still shit talking him, even after the fact that she apologized. So yeah, I would say justice got served, you know. Another bad person got outed for being a bad person, and she got her sponsors dropped and all that. It just goes to show, dude, like when the people on the internet know that a person has been done dirty, either by like some other people or some shit, they're always gonna get back at you 3 times harder. Especially because the internet is so fucking powerful, and with like TikTok on their side, dude, TikTok gets a hold of anything and it spreads like a fucking wildfire. It's insane how many fucking TikToks and fucking memes have been born because of like all the TikTok reels I've been seeing of this shit. It's insane. So because of all of that, it spreads so fucking like fast and large that you're gonna get shit on 3 times as much as the shitting on you were doing of the person you were trying to shit on. You're just gonna get shit on 3 times as much by the fucking community and by everybody on the internet that knows you did bad. That's as simple as it's gonna get. So the moral of all of this situation is, if you're gonna play a tournament that has money involved, you're either gonna play for the money or don't play at all. Don't join a fucking tournament that you're not gonna try and actually win. If one of your teammates is actually begging you to actually please try and help him win the fucking prize money because he needs help with college, do us all a fucking solid and actually help the fucking boy out. And I think out of all of this, I'm really just GG's for fucking Kingsman, man. Good fucking shit, man, for him, because he's been actually getting so much love and support off of this shit. He actually won. He's a winner, bro. He's the winner of like all the shit that's been happening. He actually won 3 times as much. So he's actually been winning, bro. I heard that he's actually been popping off, you know, on his streams and all that. He's actually been making way more than the cash prize. For fuck's sake, why do I keep saying cash prize? He's been making way more than the money he would have made in that tournament. And he's been getting a bunch of people just subscribing and following him on Twitch. Good thing for fucking Kingsman, bro. He deserves it. He's a good fucking player, and he got let down by his team. Not only that, but they also decided to disrespect him when he was just doing nothing but just making a suggestion to his teammate. He never once bad-mouthed any of them. You know, he was just trying to actually make a suggestion, trying to help himself out, and they decided to not listen to him, bro. So that's basically what they get. I also heard a lot of other arguments saying like this is gonna set back women gamers 30+ years or some shit. I don't think it is, you know. That's just the fucking meme. But there's a lot of people that have been trying to spin this off to like say like, oh, women are bad at gaming. That's not true in any fucking case. That is not fucking true. This situation is just bad people just not wanting to do a good thing and help out their teammate. That's all it boils down to. It does not have to do nothing with gender or nothing with women in gaming or nothing like that. I think that's just all for the meme at this point. I'm just letting you guys know. That's just all just people being fucking clowns. But yeah, dude, all that unfolded. I'm just super glad that justice was served and Kingsman actually, you know, he got what he deserved, which was the $3,000 prize money, and he's just been actually just winning in this situation entirely, bro. He not only was carrying his team and actually 1v6ing the enemy team, but he was actually winning against the enemy team and his fucking team, which is fucking crazy. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about this situation and give an update because my last video was kind of outdated. Good shit though. That's what happens when you're not helping out your teammates, I guess. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be in this video. Leave a like and subscribe. Of course, you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.